Palmer, the Good Taste editor for TastingTable.com. I'm here today in the Tasting Table Test Kitchen with Chef Edward Lee of 610 Magnolia in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah. And today we're going to talk about one of your favorite ingredients, fresh oysters.
Fresh oysters,
So
yes.
What is it that you love about oysters so much?
I love oysters. They have so much flavor packed into that little shell. They're so versatile.
All right, well, for those of us who aren't experienced shuckers, why don't you show us how to properly open an oyster?
You got it. So this is an oyster knife. This is a Japanese oyster knife, but you can use any one. I think most people get really intimidated and they get afraid that they're going to cut themselves with the oysters. And the technique is really easy. So you want to take the tip of your oyster knife, put it right in that little crevice on the butt end of the oyster, right where the two shells meet. And then at this point, you do not want to put any force or push down on it because if you slip, that's when you cut yourself.
Got it.
So basically what you're going to do is once your knife is in there, you're just going to rock it back and forth. You see how I'm doing with my hand? And as you're doing that, you just apply a little bit of pressure here and there, and gradually the knife will go in, and you'll feel it release. Can you see how it's just kind of coming
apart a little bit?
So once you have that, you take the blade and you just run it along the top of the shell.
See, you make it look so easy.
It's really easy. Oysters have two shells. One is a flat end, and the other one obviously is the cupped end. You want to use that because it reserves all that beautiful oyster liquor.
You made that look like it was no big deal.
You want to try it?
No, I'm okay.
When you talk about raw oysters, mignonette's the first thing that comes to mind. I love just a classic French mignonette. It's basically a vinegar sauce, but I love heat. So I'm gonna kick it up with a little bit of jalapeno pepper.
Okay.
All right, and really easy. Make sure, I always start with champagne vinegar, about a quarter cup. Make sure that you're using a really good quality vinegar because that's basically all that's in this sauce. I thin it out with a little bit of water.
Okay.
This is a little bit of, just a pinch of sugar. A little bit of jalapenos, chopped.
Right.
Fresh shallots, chopped. So I always take a little bit of sea salt because I love mine to be extra salty, and I put it in there with the mignonette.
And now, if you're somebody who doesn't like things as spicy, is there another pepper you could use other than jalapenos?
There's plenty of peppers. There's Anaheim peppers, serrano peppers that aren't as spicy, but I also have a little trick. Jalapeno peppers aren't really that spicy. It's the seeds that are spicy.
Got it.
So what I'll do is, you see how I just take the flesh off?
Sure.
No seeds? And I'll just mince that because really, the flesh has got a little bit of sting to it, but it's not really that hot at all. See?
No big deal.
No big
but if
deal.
you wanted to make the mignonette spicier, you could add some of the seeds in.
Some seeds into it. Perfect.
Very cool. So that one's done. Our second topping, I think I see some fish sauce over here and some fresh
again, it's kind of a mignonette, starting with vinegar as your base.
Okay.
But I'm going to add some Asian ingredients to it. So this time I'm going to use rice vinegar because it's a little bit Asian. Again, this is rice vinegar and water mixed up.
And about how much of that?
This is about, again, starting with about a quarter cup.
Quarter cup, great.
And then I've got fish sauce. Do you know what fish sauce is?
Not really.
So it's anchovies and salt.
Okay.
It's been fermented for 1 year in wooden vats, and then this is the juice that runs off it. Give that a little smell.
It's potent.
It's funky, huh?
Yeah, definitely. But you can find that in just about any market.
Pretty much any place they have Asian ingredients will have it.
Got it.
In Southeast Asian cuisine, they use it on everything. It just adds umami to anything that you're using. This is a little bit of honey.
To balance out some of the saltiness.
Exactly. Right? And then again, I'm a chili head, so this is chili flakes and black sesame seeds. Again, if you don't want it, you can take it out the chili flakes and just use the sesame seeds.
Right.
I love mint, especially with Southeast Asian cuisine. It kind of just opens up the palate. And it goes really well with fish sauce. I'm going to chop a little bit of mint, throw it in there. And then last but not least, just a couple of cracks of white peppercorn, not black.
Is there a reason why you use the white pepper instead of black?
Yeah, I think oysters are so subtle, and you really want to be able to taste the oyster flavor. Black pepper is a little bit aggressive in this recipe, so
it's a little smoother.
It's a little more subtle.
Mix in.
It's a little more elegant.
Got it. Okay, well, why don't we put some of the toppings on some fresh oysters?
You got it. All right, so here I'm gonna do, and a lot of times when I do parties, I'll just shuck these oysters and then let the guests come and choose which toppings they want.
So they can dress their own, like little topping party.
I got some jalapeno here. Which one do you want to try?
I'll try the jalapeno.
All right, I'll try the fish sauce
spicy.
one. Cheers.
Cheers. It's delicious.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, and not too spicy.